What's good, my people? You know what it is. Your boy Big Business, Earl Christian III, the host, Urban Wall Street Project, of course. Got a dynamic show for you this evening, this afternoon, this morning, whatever time you're catching it. Got a talented woman in the house, a queen. We're talking about the female sneaker queen, if you will, Miss Fetti DiBia. Some of you may have seen some of her sneakers, her line, what she does. Serious talent right here on the rise. Beautiful situation. We're going to talk to her, get the inspiration behind her and her movement and what she expects for her future. Without further ado, I want to introduce you to Miss Fetti DiBia. Fetti, what's good, girl? How are you?
How's
you know,
everything?
It's a beautiful situation. It's a beautiful situation. So before I even get into it, because I love the sneakers, but I would let you be honest, I was captivated by the name, the Fetti DiBia. Now, that's your government?
Well, you can say basically because I'm known to get the money. So that's where the Fetti comes from. And then DiBia, that was my favorite wrestler. For all y'all young kids that don't know about him.
Teddy DiBiase. Yeah, that's a beautiful
that 100
thing.
in the mouth after he done with you.
Word, I remember that. That's a beautiful situation where it's stuffing hundreds in the mouth. You're going to be stuffing hundreds in her pocket when you see these sneakers.
Basically.
In the situation. So let's talk about the Fetti DiBiase. You know, it's all about females in the sneaker culture, right?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful situation. Tell me the inspiration. You know, how did Fetti get started in this whole sneaker creativity game?
Okay, I was always a sneakerhead. And my mom would always like buy me shoes and stuff, Buster Brown and you know Stride Right, and I would just constantly rip them up, tear them apart, tell her give me some sneakers. She couldn't understand that, you know. And I got my grandmother behind me. She would always buy me my sneakers and stuff. Then it just came to a part where I just started drawing on them, coloring on them, just little stuff, you know. And then like around 2000. I started really going in where I started busting sneakers open and, you know, trying different stuff, taking them apart, seeing what's the elements behind everything and how I could freak it and, you know, switch it up because what was happening, we were getting recycled colorways from like Nike and stuff. And, you know, I'm a unique individual. I want to stand apart from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that came apart, where I just utilized my artistry with my love of sneakers.
That's a beautiful situation. So now, you know, you come up with the sneakers and the creativity is flowing, and you realize, yo, I got something here, you know. So of course, I'm assuming your first sneaker, of course, was for yourself because you're your first target. But then you go out in the street and you're representing, and I'm sure your sneakers are hot. So you know, just the sneaker craze, people look and see the colors, like, wait a minute, Ma, for real. Where'd you get those? And then when somebody says, where did you get those? What's your response?
My response is, you could get them too here. Give them a card real quick. You know what I mean? And they're like, oh, you do this? I'm like, yeah, no question. You know, and then I get the hits on the MySpace, or I get the hits on the Cell, whatever like that, the Fetti Foot line. You know,
so that's what's up. So tell me, we're going to talk about that Fetti Foot line, but so tell me about, because I always want to know, that first purchase, that first sale, that first job, it always just makes you feel so good. How did you feel when you sold your first sneaker? Like, okay, this is the first client I got. How did that feel?
When I sold the first one, it was a mixed kind of feeling because it was like I couldn't really believe in myself that they wanted to buy it. You know, because I was just still experimenting and everything. But he liked it so much. It was actually a kid, Blocks. And he had a brown pair of field boots. And after he saw that I had my green field boots with the money sign in there, he wanted me to put his flag in there. So you can already imagine brown field boots with a red flag. That was really sick for him. You know what I'm saying? And that just like started everything on, you know, the area I was living at, you know. I know it wasn't in a positive light, you know what I'm saying, but still that was my first customer, you know, so I had to make that happen, You're
not a judge, just what you like, let me do it. So once, I'm sure once you did that first sneaker or that first boot, you was like, hold up. You know, I'm getting, you know, you get a little confidence is already there because you have, but when somebody actually spends their money, you're like, wait a minute, I might could do something with this.
So then that's when I just basically started locking myself in the crib, like, you know what, I'm gonna try this now. I'm gonna try this now, just come outside with it. You know, and then the responses kept getting crazy. So I just kept going in, made my little card. My first card was nonsense. You know? But after a while, it was just like, you know, the phone calls kept coming in. People that already had made an order started bringing their people over, you know, to see the actual production that's going on. Like, nah, she really does this herself. You know what I mean? So it was good.
So now, you know, one thing you know, is important, you know, with the Urban Wall Street Project, we're not just a television show, we're entertaining, it's educating. So edutainment is the theme. And it's very important for me to, you know, let all people know, because you said it, and young people out there watching, it's very important to listen to what I'm saying and what I'm asking. The level of commitment to see your dream, your creativity come to fruition, how committed do you have to be to yourself?
You have to be very committed because it's time consuming, you know, not only just creating the design, but staying ahead of other people that customize, staying ahead of the footwear companies, you know, what they're putting out, and keeping a ear to not only the street, but to the culture.
Right.
Like, it's so much that's involved with it. It's like you just have to just grasp all elements.
Right.
And just put that all into, you know, what you're trying to do to be set apart from the rest.
No question.
You know what I'm saying? So
you understand
it's very time consuming. It's starting to interfere with my personal job right now.
Right.
You know,
but as long as the Fetti keeps coming, we can sacrifice a little bit of that personal time, right? Of course. You know what I'm saying? So understand that it's really about committing to yourself, being dedicated to yourself, knowing that it's going to take some time, but you can make it happen. So let's talk about the Fetti fashion line. Talk about that a little bit.
Okay, well, basically Fetti DiBia, FDNYC, that's me, New York City, Fetti Fashion, T-shirts, custom sneakers. I'm about to start doing stuff with some fitteds.
Okay.
So I'm doing something with New Era right now. Hopefully 2008 we'll have an official collaboration.
Excellent.
You know what I mean? So it's all around. I'm basically like, I want you to stand apart from the rest, show your individuality.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's what I do. I know I'm a unique person. We all are.
Definitely.
So, yeah, stand apart from the rest, show your best.
And you do that. And I want my audience to know how I met Ms. Fetti. You know, it was at a hip-hop conference, not a hip-hop conference,
Back to Basics
hip-hop showcase.
Yeah.
At a club here in New York. And I happened to walk in, and she had a setup right there at the front. And stand apart it was, because there might have been a few other people there, but no one had a setup or a stand that was just shining, like you happened to just be right under the lights. And it was a beautiful situation, almost like it was the Fetti show featuring the hip-hop showcase. It was a beautiful situation. And I know, you know, if you go to this page, you can see countless different designs. It's just amazing. But you've also, you know, got some heavy-hitter clients you've done some sneakers for. Let the people know. No, she's not just doing it for people in the hood. You got some people who you've done some sneakers for, some athletes, correct?
Yeah, I just recently did a pair for Antonio Pierce.
Okay.
Number 58 on the Giants. Snoop, Lil Scrappy, Rich Boy. So, you know, it's coming.
That's definitely a good look, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely a good. Now, how'd you come to those individuals? Did they hear about you, or did they reach out to you, or how'd you make those connections?
No, I just basically, you know, found out, got window when they would be in the city.
Okay.
Talk to their managers, their publicists, ask them, you know, what's their size and everything, just sprang it up on them.
So when you came through with the sneakers, they were already done. So what were the responses? So you got Snoop. What was the response to Snoop when he saw
Snoop's response, he was crazy. He was like, you know, those for me, girl? I'm like, yeah, you know, you my dude, you know. So he's like, what? And I'm like, you know, that's, yeah, you know what I mean? So he's just looking at it, and he got the Snoop TV camera with him. So he like, you know what I'm saying? You see that? I get that New York love all the time, you know what I'm saying? So it's not just NY, it's, you know, about to be global right now because UrbanWallStreet. So
you
know what I mean? Place your orders now.
Yes, it will be a backup. It will be a backlog. So you did something for the Giants, and so, I mean, we can go on, but I know the brothers when they saw him, they was like, wow, this is cool. And now, you know, we're gonna showcase some sneakers, but you also do boots. So the bottom line is, if it's leather, he makes it happen, right?
Yeah, primarily if it's leather, it can, you know, it can happen. I use fine leather paints.
Right.
I use fabric too. That's what kind of sets me apart from other people. A lot of other people don't use fabrics all the time.
True.
I try to experiment with a little bit of everything, you know.
Okay.
Like I said, there's other customizers, but I want to stand apart from them as well. You know what I'm saying? So, man.
That's
I mean, the whole thing with me is like, I try to involve my client in the project too, where it's just not, okay, here's a pair of sneakers, just do that for me. Nah, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, really get creative. You have to wear them, not me.
Right.
I'm just doing them for you.
No
so
question.
Get creative with me. Reach inside yourself and, you know, what do you want to show as far as your individuality?
Definitely. Now, you know, of course, when you're a creative person, you know, we always are perfectionists and our worst critics. But at the same time, you know, things always seem to go wrong. So, well, not go wrong, but there's always obstacles, Murphy's Law. What's one of the biggest, I say, obstacles? Because, you know, there might be other young folks out there that want to get into this particular game of designing sneakers. I'm sure, you know, there's a few other players out there that want to make a mark. What's some of the, you know, obstacles and hurdles that you would give to some up-and-coming designers of sneakers that they really need to be prepared for and be mindful of and know, you know, what this game is going to entail?
Well, I would say the biggest obstacle that I've experienced is like somebody will make a deposit. You know, you send them their approval pictures, and then they never pay the balance or whatever. You know, that's only an obstacle I've experienced. And aside from not getting recognized by like the sneaker companies as yet for a collaboration, which is well and fine with me because my portfolio is still getting crazy.
No question.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you just have to just go out there. If you don't have somebody that's supporting you and showing you how to do it and everything, you might mess up. You might make an ill pair and think that it's all hot and everything, but you use the wrong paint.
Right.
Or you use the wrong. You didn't give it enough layers.
Right.
So you go sell them.
Right.
And like somebody comes back and says, "Yo, these are cracking, man." You know.
Right. So now before we see some of the designs, you know, I want to just tell the people what type of materials or fabrics, you know, the whole process if you have to paint it once or twice, because you know I see people you see the old generic style, people take markers and do their own thing, but when you really call yourself a professional and you really want to give somebody a quality product, how much of you do you have to put in? How much the effort has to really go into it?
You have to use some leather acrylic paints.
Okay.
You know, I prefer to use like Angelus. Those are the best leather paints. As far as fabrics, just try to get one that's not too it's not too linty.
Okay.
As far as when you're gonna sew it in, or if you add some adhesive to it.
Okay.
It's limitless. You know, everybody has their own techniques for doing things. So just be extra careful and always have like a dummy sneaker so that you can practice on that first. And just don't go in just because the fabric or the paint is so hot. Practice on the dummy sneaker. Get that right. Get that down. Then go in.
Right. Now, a lot of times, before we go into it, when we're doing things that's not the norm, our parents always want the best, like, just get a job or go to school, you need some stability. But when you know you're a creative person and you know what you're here to do and you're driven for that, that's what you seek to do, and that's all you want to think about. How is the support? Your support from family, friends, spouse, or partner, whatever the case may be. How is your support?
My support team is very good. Everybody knows, and they cheer me on. They tell me I'm gonna do it one day, and so my mom, she's my biggest supporter. She's been telling me since I was like 3 to I'm extra special. Something about me, whatever I want to do, I always get it done. So I believe in that, and I'm just like I said, I'm just still chasing.
Okay. Now, what I want to do right now, because we talked about it, we're going to talk to Fetti a little bit more, but I want y'all to see some of these sneakers because I'm telling you, this woman is gifted. It's an amazing talent. You will see sneakers that you've not seen before. Yes, you see the sneaker stores, they got the different flavors and everybody's getting on with the colors and all that, but we're talking about custom-made quality, just vintage, just caricatures. It's just a beautiful, serious situation, and you're going to see a little bit of it. So we're going to go into it, and as we're going to talk about it, describe what we're looking at. As you're coming up on the screen, we're looking at some beautiful sneakers. Now, tell me about these 161st and Yankee Stadium represent the BX,
I'm repping the BX all day. I'm a true representative, you know what I mean? I just love the Bronx. I was born and raised, so I had to pay homage. That's the point.
Right, Hunts
over
Point.
There, Rocksteady Crew always have their annual anniversary over there. I had to show them love. I got the TS logo on there. D-Train.
Oh, word, the D-Train. Take you uptown 205th. D-Train 205th. That's kind of where we uptown right now around that D-Train. That's hot. Those sneakers are crazy. I love repping the Bronx. Now we got another joints here.
Yeah, these are Starberries right here. These are the new ones that look like the Dunks.
Okay.
And then that's a pair of Dunks next to it. Those are not the rock stars because you see the black silhouette, but those are the block stars because, that's truly what I am, a block star.
No question. Straight block star. Those Starberries are amazing.
Yeah, so Starberry, definitely y'all have to start sponsoring me and giving me something.
No question, Starberry, because that's a beautiful situation right there. Now we're seeing it before because, everybody got to understand something. This is how it starts.
Yeah.
So then we start with a base white sneaker. Right? So that's the beginning.
And if you notice how I had the mesh on the side and in the front, that's not a thing to me because I take my fabric, go over on it.
Wow. Now we got a classic. Everybody loves Snoopy. Come on, Peanuts, Charlie Brown. Are y'all seeing this sneaker, my people?
Yeah, these are the Snoopy snowflakes for the winter. I love Snoopy. A lot of people do. Both for the fabrics, I thought that they would be a good look together.
Right. And what fabric did you use on that shoe?
That's a cotton. Both of them are cotton.
And this shoe is still in making. You're still working on it.
Yeah, I'm still working on it.
You're going to put a nice little snowflake.
That blue patch up there is going to have like a big snowflake. Ice it out and everything.
That's beautiful. I love that. That is amazing right there. That's hot.
Thank you.
You see the intricate details. I love it. That's beautiful. The snowflakes all up in there.
Yeah, I still got to go over.
And you do all this by hand, right? Mm-hmm. You do this by hand. No gimmicks, no tricks up in here, no machines.
No machines. It takes me about 3 to 4 days, depending on my personal schedule.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Those are serious. Those are definitely serious. Now, these right here, my people, are my favorites.
Yeah. These are mine, too. These are the Fetti Euros, because, you know, the euro is worth more than the dollar now, so it was only right. My name is Fetti. I got to pay homage to the money.
No question. And that's what the $50 bill, the euro, looks like. That's a serious-looking kick right there. These heirs, understand that this is exclusive right here, what you're seeing. You're not going to find this in a Nike showcase. You're not going to find this in Jimmy Jazz, Dr. J's, Herman's, or whatever, you know, nowhere. You're not going to find it on anybody's foot. You might find it on mine, though. Understand the base of this. Look at the base. We're talking about, we're representing currency right here, right?
Yes.
That's Urban Wall Street right there.
There you go.
That's Urban Wall Street right there. That's hot to death. I know there's some people sitting at home right now like, oh, my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I made those before the sneaker pimps.
Okay.
In, what was that, October? I wanted to have an exclusive pair.
Right.
To represent me, you know, Fetti DiBia, so pay a homage.
And I love the coloring. You know, we got the green, got the gray, you got the other little tint of some form of brown family. And it's just amazing how you do all that around that Nike swoosh without touching that at all. Like, that's a hot kick right there. That's a beautiful joke.
Thank you.
So now, oh, man, where's all my cereal fans? Understand what we're looking at right now. Can you say Toucan, Sam? Understand the Fruit Loops?
Get them spoons ready.
Get the spoons ready. Look at this sneaker. Tell me about this, Fetti.
These are the Toucan Sams. This is a favorite not only for me, but for my clients as well. They're on my business card. I've been wanting to do them for a long time, and when I finally did sit down to do them, it just came out crazy. Yeah, definitely. Oh, come on. Where's all my X-Men fan? Wolverine. Understand Wolverine is gracing this sneaker. This is a serious situation. Look at the detail. Look at the beard. This is a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These
for my eggheads.
These are Fetti crosswords. And if you pay close attention to the sneaker in totality, you'll see that the gray will represent the newspaper color. The black is for the print. The blue is for the ink that you use on the crossword. And then for those in New York, the red represents the New York Post stripe. Wow, that's a serious situation. You understand what I'm saying, my people? Those are some beautiful, beautiful kicks. Yeah. Now, that's several lines. Now, all of those are your sneakers, right? Yeah, all of those are my designs. Right. So let me ask you, because I know people sitting at home like, man, I wonder how many orders, because when I went to, I saw you at the Crash Mansion, and I went on MySpace and checked you out. So I know I have to see it. And I looked at, the catalog. I mean, you have so many others. I'm talking about the old not Colt 45, the Old English. The Old English Jordan 3s, yeah. The Dutch Master. We're not promoting, but you talking, this is some hot, for urban America, my peoples. Yeah. She got you on the footwear. How many inquiries, requests would you say in a week would you get? For what do you mean? For MySpace requests, friend requests, or just not for orders? For orders, like and phone, email, how people reach out. How is it looking? For orders, I'm looking like nowadays. I'm looking like at least 5 a week. Wow. So I've been outsourcing, but yeah, keep it coming. 5 a week, that's good. That's like a deal a day. Yeah. All right. And now let's talk about. I know people are like, well, wait a minute, those sneakers are hot. I know what they cost in the store. What's the rate for a Fetti DiBia special? For a Fetti custom, it's anywhere from $160 and up, depending on if you bring me the sneaker or not. If you bring me the sneaker, then it's like $80 and up. But I know people got different schedules. They don't feel like going to buy the sneaker, so I just go get it for them, included in the price. True. That's real. The most ideal situation would be somebody provide the sneaker themselves. And it depends. Like I said, it depends on your budget. Depends on your time. Right, because you might want it, but you might not have the money. But I'll have it in 2 weeks. Yeah. So you can go out and just do the sneaker. But now, have you ever put yourself in a situation when you went out and got the sneaker yourself and designed it for the person, and then they reneged? No. Never had that. Now, is there any type of clause that you still like? Listen, if I'm gonna go out and buy the sneaker, there has to be some type of guarantee. Do you have anything like that? Because you said somebody might pay a deposit, they don't get back at you, so you just kind of holding the sneaker. You still got their money, and you can still do something with the product, actually. Yeah. But what happens if you never encounter where you went out and bought the sneaker, and like I said, they just were like, I don't think I want it now. You're holding a bag, so do you put some form of guarantee or clause that they have to come through? Yeah. All orders have to have at least half. of the total payment.
Okay.
So like if it is like 160, and you got to at least give me 80 or more.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You have the option of paying the full balance or just paying the initial deposit.
All right. Now I know you represent some of the your female sneaker fiend, because you representing for the females, the sisters,
definitely.
and the female sneaker fiend. That's one of your people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she does sneakers too.
No, FemaleSneakerFiend.com is a collaboration of customizers, sneaker fiends, just all women that love sneakers, and some of them have a hard time getting the sneakers that are out there in their sizes, because a lot of ladies have like, size 3.5 to 6.
Right.
And they can't wear like what I could wear, as far as with men's colors and, bigger sizes and stuff, because I wear sample size men's 9.
Okay.
So that's where I'm good with the footwear companies. They got my size laying around.
Yeah.
So basically, FemaleSneakerFiend.com is like a movement for females to get at the footwear companies, letting them know, like, stop giving us these reds and rosy, real pretty, dainty, stuff. We want to wear hard body stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But, in our sizes though.
No question.
So.
That's what y'all do. Now this is what we're gonna shift it over here to a quick lesson. So here I am. I'm 15. I'm 16, 17, and I know I'm an artist. I like to draw. I like to make things, and I love sneakers. So I want to get into the sneaker game. I don't know anybody. I just met somebody, I met Fetti DiBia. I listened to what she's saying, and I like some of the advice she gave me. So if you had a person that was young, right in front of you right now, and they said, listen, Ms. DiBia, I love what you do, and I'm inspired, and I want to do what you do. Where do I begin? The first 3 or 4 fundamentals that you really want to make sure is on point before you decide to dive on into this.
Okay. I would say they have to have some sort of base clientele, like even if it's just their friends around the block.
Okay.
That they know that they can push this all to, because otherwise they're just going to have a collection in their room.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, secondly, I would say they would have to have the funding, because it might not seem like a lot, but I go to the art supply store like maybe every week to re-up on paint. Then another thing, you want to have sneakers in stock.
Okay. Because
you get random calls like, I need this done by like Friday.
Right.
So then that'll take our time. Instead of you just being home and just starting on it, you got to go out, go find their size and everything like that.
True.
So you want to have the financial backing. You want to have your art supplies always in stock, because you never know what somebody's going to, want and everything. You have to have business cards.
Okay.
To get yourself out there. You
Definitely.
know what I mean? You have to have some kind of avenue for advertising and just constantly promoting, no matter what. Sometimes I still get people that, they look at my car and be like, they don't know what it is.
Right,
you know what I mean? So you have to be able to be ready for rejection as well.
Right. And we hear that sometimes. You might get that rejection, but you have to know in yourself, I have it. And sometimes people might say no. I learned this from a very wealthy cat. No doesn't necessarily always mean no. Yeah. It might just mean not now. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to be wrapping it up soon, but I want to give you the opportunity to, let the people know, your credits are going to be on at the end, you know what I'm saying? So they can watch to the end, and then they can see you in MySpace and all that. But let them know, as a up-and-coming young female designer who's doing what she wants to do, following her dream, what's some of the most important things for you?
Some of the most important things for me is just support, family support, support from other people that do what you do too, because it's times that you'll get like stuck, like a writer's block. Like it's times where I'll just be like, I don't even want to, you know what I'm saying? Right. But I know I can pick up the phone, call my girl Pink Guy, what up, and be like, yo, I'm stuck right now. She'll get with me. Either I'll go to her crib or we'll meet up somewhere. We'll bounce off each other, and then, I go back to the lab, and it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
So you have to have that. You also have to have that confidence and passion. Like, this is a male-dominated field.
Right.
And I done been to ISB, Dunk Exchange, and I haven't won anything yet as far as, like, trophies or anything like that. And it was times where I was like, forget this or whatever. It's just, they're always going to give it to the guys or whatever, but I just still stick through it, because for everybody that comes by my table and shows me love and tells me that they love what I'm doing, that's my drive right there. Beautiful.
So you already know it is, my people. It's all about drive, as we say. It's all about passion. It's all about commitment to self. You want to have that supportive system. You might not always have that supportive team. If you don't have the people around you that's supporting you, understand there are other people. There's other people that will support you. So just make sure you surround yourself with people who are good-hearted. They want to see the best for you, and the things are going to happen. I'm glad you're watching. What I want everybody to do, if you're enjoying what you're watching, the Urban Wall Street Project, we got so many things happening. My call to action is subscribe to the Urban Wall Street Project. Send us your email address. Ours is at the back. Become a part of this movement, because what's going to happen, we're going to be doing a lot of positive things. We're going to be doing giveaways from financial packages to maybe some trips to maybe some sneakers. You never know. A variety of different things. There's going to be a lot of things happening. So make sure that when you're watching the show, you make sure you send us your email address. You can call us, whatever the case may be. Check us out on MySpace. And check us out at, UrbanWallStreet.tv. It's a beautiful situation. We're here. I want to thank my guest, Fetti DiBia. It's been a beautiful situation. Keep your eyes open. Fetti Wear. It's a beautiful situation. You know what it is. Stay prosperous. Stay mindful. Peace.
Nowadays, you got rats playing the cops. Telling the story that's fading cars like Vince Joe. And you telling me that's not a mystery show? I don't even know I should. But it seems like it won't do no good. But your boy still got a rep for the hood. Brothers trying to get out any way they could. You already know. We ain't going nowhere. You can hate me, but I don't really care. I stay reppin'. I stay reppin' my hood. Disrespect me. Oh boy, I wish you would. We headed for big things. I caught y'all slacking this year. Get used to the fact I'm here. I'm trying to be caked up and comfortable in it. And oh, by the way, this is just the beginning. No time to express trains, skipping the stops. Downtown trying to flip this guap. OT trying to make that move. In the game trying to get that win. Y'all better come on in. I ain't here to play games or pretend. All money is good money, long as it's yours to spend. And if what you have is new, you can expect certain people to be mad at you. But just do what you do. Let fate expose those who ain't true. You can hate all you want, but I know God loves me. I'm here with Ace Buchanan. It's about to get ugly. You already know. We ain't going nowhere. You can hate me, but I don't really care. I stay reppin'. I stay reppin' my hood. Disrespect me. Oh boy, I wish you would. Let's get it right now on the spot. You thuggin' or not? If so, you got no time for hugging the block. Hov said 30 is the new 20. 40-year-olds is like, wow, that's funny. I'm scarred by hatred, all cause of the gift that God was laced with. It's hard to face it when half these rappers are sperm, they father wasted. Nah, I ain't come this far to choke, kicking.